In this video, we go 3 wide through a corner, and it all goes oh so wrong, and up the hill, close race in action, but we decide to take the right decision. Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video where we are revisiting Daily Race C, because we're jumping in the Meta car. But first up, the start. What a stupid starting place that is, man. Yeah, it's extremely stupid. How they can't just test this and make sure it works for everybody, I don't know. But even so, we do catch up here. And the reason we're looking at Daily Race C is because of the car we're in, the Supra. Now, it's a car I have not really used since GT Sport, really, because when it got introduced, it was pretty rubbish, to be honest with you. But I'm quite surprised at seeing it top of the leaderboards, and I've started to use it and just try and figure out why it's up there and why is it so good. Well, we're going to have a look at that in this video. So obviously we've caught up to the pack now in this big old train of cars then in Daily Race C. If you've not done it already, it's at Trail Mountain. It's 10 laps. It's basically a sprint race here, flat out all the way to the end, and you just keep an eye out on the old tyre wear. So we're in the tunnel then at the moment. We've got a Subaru and a Nissan Silvia up ahead, and also a McLaren on the inside there. 3 wide going into this right-hander as they go into here. There's going to be a clattering of the barrier there. Our speed gives a bit of room on the exit here. This is very kind to do that in that old livery there. That's the old McLaren F1 GTR livery, I think. Don't quote me on that. The long tail one, that is. But anyway, we're into the left as we go through there and continue on out. No, sorry, not the McLaren F1, the BMW one. I know what I mean. Anyway, let's continue on here as we head towards turn 1. The Fina liveried car behind me then as we go into the left-hander. And one thing I want to say, before I say that, what a huge crash this is coming through here. There's a car into the barriers there, 2 off wide. Rory's got a 5-second penalty here. Unbelievably large penalty there for Rory as we go into the tunnel. And we've gained a few positions from that. Happy days indeed. So, with this car then, let's go into this car a little bit. I was actually stunned using this car in this race. How good it is in the corners. Oh my word, it is so good at handling. When did this happen? I don't even remember this, like this car being that good. It used to be slow and not very good in the corners. Now it's amazing in the corners, and it's okay on the straights, to be honest. It's faster than some cars, not faster than others, which is fine because it handles unbelievably good. Now in terms of straight line speeds here, we are actually catching the Subaru up ahead here of Nano as we go towards that inside, looking to get the job done here so we can actually overtake Rory as well when Rory takes that penalty then as we head down into the left-hander. Then in we go, we get it stopped here. They try around the outside. We're going to carry the momentum though, using the camber of the corner, and up into P10 we go then. We advance further on, where we're obviously in P9. Rory takes that 5-second penalty, and we catch up to this next group of cars then that's got 2 Ferraris, a Supra and a Ford Mustang in. Now, let's actually fast forward a little bit towards the end of the stream, because you see it's all kicking off up ahead, side-by-side action. In towards the braking zone we go. That Ford goes a little bit deep here, so I'm trying to get on the inside of them. Can I do this just? I'm not too sure. Got to give them room on that exit then as we head up here. Now, you got to be careful being on the outside here, so I do back out of this and sort of just fall into line. I think I had no choice of falling into line there, to be honest with you, but even so, I would have done that all the same as we continue through the right-hander then, and down into this left-hander. Very good overtaking spot. People always leave this gap open for some reason. The Ford Mustang does there as well. There's a slight bit of contact on exit. Not sure that's anyone's fault really, but the Subaru going to take full advantage of that then. Going to try and get both of us then. And then in towards the chicane. We're side by side with that Subaru. You can't see it on your screen, but it's on the radar as we get a bit of lag as well. The service have been playing up a little bit, I've noticed, as we go into the right-hander. Bit of contact between the two up ahead. The Mustang into the barrier. We're going to go down that inside. Going to be outside for turn 1. And we're going to retake P9 then. So we're back up into P9. Lost the position to the Subaru up ahead. And we gained 1 over the Mustang then. So turn 1, obviously this is a corner. I recommend braking a little bit here at those yellow tents. Do watch the weekly race guide, which I'll link at the end of this video if you are struggling. I know Vinci in P3 right now thanked me for the race guide as we go through there. We did see the Subaru just go off there, get dirt on their tyres. Up into P8 we go, and we're going to actually advance a bit further on here. As you can see, Poloff there has caught us up. Obviously Poloff is one of the very quick Spaniards in GT7 and in Gran Turismo in general. Definitely up there as one of the best Spanish drivers as we go into the right then. Looking to get past me then in that Castrol liveried Supra as representing the old school one. Oh, hello. The Ferrari into the Supra up ahead. We try and go around the outside, but Poloff does an unbelievable move here. An unbelievable one. Gets on the inside of the Ferrari and actually gets 2 positions in one here. Beautiful move by the Spanish driver there. And we've got the Ferrari then looking to maintain the position as well. The Ferrari's still quick on the straights. It's why it's one of my go-to cars. I did talk about this in the weekly race guide. You know, that Ferrari, very good overall at all tracks. It's one car you can go to straight away. If you're not sure what the meta is, just pick the Ferrari and use it, and then see what the meta is after that. What we've sort of done this week, really, because it's the Ferrari, and now we know the Supra is very good. As we go through here, then the Ferrari gets turn one all wrong here. Get down the inside of them. Through the left we go. Do we get it stopped? We do indeed. Up into P8 then, as we advance further on and we catch up to the Portuguese driver up ahead, who had right the hazards on to say hello, I believe. So hello to you as well, 06. And 06 then stays towards the right side, looking down the left then in towards the braking zone. Can't really dive somebody in the same car as you because they can technically brake in the same place as you. So they do keep that position for now. As we head up the hill once again and in towards this very strange braking zone. But it's a corner I do actually like, and you can really maximize if you get it right as well. As we go through here, we catch it a little bit more up to 06. Up ahead, in towards the braking zone we go. There's a penalty for the Ferrari further up in P6 then as we go through the left-hander. And we're going to head towards the chicane then, the last corner. And this obviously is a very good overtaking spot, so I'm going to set it down the inside and in towards the braking zone we go. We do go a bit deep here, but we do get it stopped. The Portuguese driver did see me coming as well. Gave me some room there as we go through the right-hander. They're going to get the good run out of the corner. Go for that cut back here if they can do it. We've got the slipstream with the Ferrari, though, as we head towards turn one then. In that slipstream, it's sort of working out very nicely here then. We are alongside... Actually, we know we're ahead of the Supra now. Going to be alongside the Ferrari as we head towards turn one. In we go. They decide to keep it there on the inside then. A little bit of contact between both of us as we continue on through. I just get it done, but coming into this left, the car just wants to understeer a bit too much here. That weight transfer not working out well as we go into the tunnel, and the Ferrari actually tags the other Supra driver and sends them around there. So they're a goner here as we head down in towards the right-hander. I'm being mugged with my dirty tyres at the moment. In towards the right-hander we go. The other Ferrari goes on by as we try and avoid that Ferrari. We've got Rory going on the left, McLaren on the right. Here we go. Oh my word, I'm 3 wide here. I'm literally trying to give room. Yeah, I was trying to give room there. I can't give room to everybody, unfortunately. I was in the middle. Really? Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I was feeling. Trying to make it 3 wide on a corner does not work, folks. Yeah, it really doesn't work when we're already in the corner, to be fair. But they do wait up for me. Our speed to flash there was just to say thank you because I don't know where my hazards are. So that's just to say thank you for waiting up. And, you know, we all make mistakes. That's just a small mistake there. Our speed sent me around and waited for me as well. So I do appreciate that very much. Obviously, you get my live reaction there and also, you know, my commentary afterwards. And I do, honestly, I do appreciate that. You did say sorry afterwards as well, and that's why I said no worries. It was a good race. We had a good race in this one. We advanced towards lap 10, though. Our speed behind me here. We've caught up to Nano, whose tyre wear has definitely gone by this moment as we go into the left-hander then and continue on through here, trying to get a run on the Subaru driver because they are going to be struggling for grip for days right now. So we're going to send it down in towards the chicane. Final lap, final corners. In we go then. Can we get it stopped? We do indeed. They're still there on my inside then. Got to give them some room for this right-hander, which we do indeed. They give me some room as well. We leave that corner. And because our speed did wait for me here, I'm going to venture over to that right-hand side and see if they can get that extra position because that was very kind of them. Good sportsmanship, of course. As we head towards the line then, we get... Where did we come there? He came P9. And no, they didn't quite get that. So Nano did get that. No offense to Nano there. I had some good racing with Nano. It's just because of the sportsmanship that I let them have that. That was race 1. It was an all right race. We're going to jump to another race then because I don't like, you know, showing one race where there's a bin in it. We're starting P15 though. Happy days indeed. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. We're on our journey to 40k and I appreciate all the support. And we do have a special planned at 40k. So in towards the braking zone we go here. Get straight into the racing action. Then Paul's just gone up the inside of Geordie Gadsden as we continue on out of there. I'm not sure whether they were a part of Geordie's show or not. Don't know. But, hey, Geordie's are really friendly, actually. And, you know, I went on a night out there with Super GT, Steve, of course, and Andrew from LA, if you don't know him. No, sorry, from Vegas, not LA. I apologize. I will get that right. Anyway, we're going to send it down the inside of Geordie Gaz here into the braking zone. And, again, if a send makes the apex, I've always said this, then it's a relevant and it's a fine dive. You can dive people. It's racing. Unfortunately, there's a tiny bit of contact there, which does actually mean I lose out more than anything here. But it's all good. We're going to continue racing all the same. So as I said, with dives, and I've always said this, if you dive somebody and you make the apex, then it's absolutely fine for you to carry on racing. because you made the apex, okay? You've got to be aware of things around you. And I'm not having to go with Jody Gaz here, by the way. I'm just saying in general. Some people say you can't dive in racing, but that's silly because sometimes you can't get overlap. Sometimes you're in cars, which are handling cars, not straight line speed. So you have to dive. And that's why I always say, as long as you make the apex, it's fine. And give them room on the exit. Anyway, we advance further on here. We are in P15 now. We've got past Gaz here. We've got the Alois Sanz up ahead, racing Kamura K as we go into the left-hander. Now, these Ferraris are a little bit difficult to overtake in the Supra, I've got to be honest, mainly because of their straight line speed. And they are still good handling cars, to be fair. The Supra is just that bit better. Like, the front-end grip on this Supra is unreal, I tell you, unreal. As we go into the right, there's a bit of contact between the two there as we continue on out of here. So I already knew what was going to happen here with the Ferrari, because the Ferrari is obviously going to have the overspeed on this Toyota Supra up ahead. And I could see that. I could see that from a mile away. So here we go then. I knew the Ferrari would go towards that left-hand side. So I was just now trying to think about where can I place the car? What can I do? As we head in towards the left then and go into here. Oh, they get it slightly wrong then. We're going to go around the outside of them. Just get it done there. Happy days indeed. Do we get it stopped this time? We do indeed. So we're up into P14. There we go, folks. There we go. They're having a look on the inside, but there's no gap there, I'm afraid. There is no gap at all. Now, we've got to try and figure out how to get past this Ferrari in this Toyota Supra. So we're going to go into the right-hander. Going to try and beat it out of here as quick as we can. There we go. Getting closer and closer to the Ferrari. Then in towards the right we go. And not quite getting it done there. But behind, look in that rear view. The Italian absolutely sends it down the inside. I give him a bit of room there. He saw me leaving a bit of space. Leaving that corner then. We're just on the outside. We've got a Ferrari who's absolutely binned it there in the tunnel. But most importantly, we are in the slipstream. So we should have a bit more speed than that Toyota Supra on my left. The McLaren of Gaz has come into play as well. We're going to be 3 wide then, heading towards the next corner. Or is it going to stay as 2 wide? I think we're just ahead here. That slipstream helping us out massively as we go into the braking zone then. And in we go. That's a bit of room on that inside line. And we actually do keep that position then. Happy days indeed. P13 it is. So let's advance further on then. We do need to catch up to Kamura here. So heading into turn 1 we go. Kamura goes a bit deep then. And this is where we're going to look at take full advantage then. Carrying that momentum through the left-hander we go. And we've got somebody off there taking the rallycross road. That's what I did earlier on in this video. Anyway, in towards the left we go. They're going to have dirt on their tyres. They get a good run on the Ferrari. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's send it down the middle. They back out of it. That's Supra. And into the right we go. Again, I'm on that inside line. That's a fair move in my opinion. I was already there quite clearly as we continue on through then in towards the right-hander. And we get that move done up into P11. If you do disagree with any of my opinions, so do let me know in the comments. I'm always interested in comments, you know, constructive criticism and constructive feedback as well if you want to see anything change on this video. Right, we get towards the end of the straight then. That Ferrari speed coming into play then. Looking around the outside of this hairpin, very hard to do. It is possible if you nail it right, but Ferrari tries it and doesn't get it done there, so we're going to remain in P11 for now. I think we should advance further on where we catch up to the Mustang and a big group of cars up ahead as well. The Mustang goes a bit deep here into the left-hander, and we're actually on the inside of that Ford Mustang then. And you can see the Ford Mustang used to be a very powerful car in Group 4, but it's looking like it's not. Now, I wasn't too sure what was going on here, so I was like, okay, I'll try around the outside. Going to be inside then for the right-hander. Of course, we're going to have to give them some room on exit, which I do. There you go. Happy days. Clean racing. That's what we like. Now, it's on this straight where the revelation came to me that the Ford Mustang is just a rubbish car now, in general. I mean, look at it. We're already in line with their speed already in the Toyota Supra. This never happened in GT Sport, which is why I'm finding this amazing. The Supra is now Super Supra, which is the whole point of this video, I suppose. Is it a Supra? Is it a Super Supra? It is a Super Supra. As we go down the inside of the Ford Mustang then, in towards the braking zone we go. And look at this, we get the job done there. Up another position, P10 it is for now. Lots of cars up ahead though. Still plenty of time, 3 and a bit laps to go. The Mustang looking around the outside actually. Gonna come back at me then. In towards the braking zone we go. And we do get it stopped. So we are going to keep that position. They did come back at me there though, so well played to you. As for around, we're caught up to Rory now then, who's got a Scotland on the number plate there. So we are in this slipstream. So we're actually catching a Mercedes SLS there, who indicates towards the right then for Rory. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I can make this 3 wide then. Here we go then, in towards the hairpin. This is going to get tight. 3 wide, in we go. Remember, as I always say with 3 wides, you have to be very careful. I actually hit the barrier there, trying to give it too much space on the outside. Rory capitalizes on that and gets the position back off me then. But we both do gain from that Mercedes SLS. But we've still got 2 laps to go here. Still plenty of time. Lots of cars ahead, including one with a 0.5 second penalty. As we head towards turn 1 then, on the penultimate lap, in we go. There's a slight tag between 2 cars there. Nano got pushed out wide a little bit here, so I'm hoping to actually capitalize on the Ferrari as we look down the inside in towards the tunnel. And another good overtaking spot here, because a lot of people take the wide line as we go on that inside line. The Ferrari trying to maximize that speed out. They keep it on the outside though. Fair play to the Ferrari. Look at this. There's unbelievable driving there by Nano. Keeping it there. Look at this. Still keeps it there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful driving from Nano. It's a bit frustrating for me because I wanted to catch and overtake everybody here. But Nano defended that beautifully. Really well played, Nano. Honestly, huge shout out for you there. That was really good driving as we go into the left. So I'm trying to maximize my closeness to the Ferrari to maximize that slipstream. And you can see I've tried that here. Now the question is, will the Ferrari catch Rory? And they do indeed. Send it down the inside. Then Rory sees that, gives them space. Fair play there. And the Ferrari looking to capitalize then. Are they going to do it here? Side by side up the hill. This is the dangerous part. You saw me and the Mustang go at it earlier on here as we sort of back out of this a little bit louder. Oh, a bit of contact between the two. We're going to actually go down the inside. And we just avoided all there. Happy days indeed.
Escaped it all. Woo!
Yes, we escaped it all. You hear my cheer there. Happy days indeed. So up into P7. We can see P5. The question is, can we get it on the last lap? So these two are side by side then heading towards turn 1. David, super fast. He's up ahead. How fast is actually David? We're about to see then. Through the right we go. Over the crest of the hill. The tyres come into play here now as well on this final lap. Oh, 0.5 penalty there for super fast. You're too fast, David. That's what the penalty's for. As we go into the left-hander then. Going to try and carry the momentum round the outside of super fast David. In towards the braking zone we go. Does he keep it? Oh, he does. Oh, we got lucky. Oh, my word, we got lucky there. So lucky. Tempo hit the invisible one on the inside, which actually hit David, not myself. So very lucky indeed. Up into P6 then as we head towards the straight. As we go onto here. Question is, does Tempo have damage now? Because remember, damage slows you down a lot on the straight. We've got hazards on from Tempo. Hello to you, Tempo. You did say hello at the start of the race as well. And you can see that damage has definitely come into play here. Losing lots of pace then. So we go towards that left-hand side. Nano in the Ferrari is still there. Still there then. So we are going to have to defend the inside line then. Nano goes towards that outside line. Remember, this is so hard to do this move. So I was like, okay, keep it on the inside. Keep it clean, Tid. You should have this. That's what I'm going to try. Foot to the floor. Out we go. And we just get ahead of Nano there. And what we're actually going to do is advance towards the end because we do keep that position. We come home in P5. And the Supra is definitely super. I've got to say, it's a superb handling car. It's a real nice car to drive, actually. And I highly recommend you check it out as well. Congratulations to the winner there, Poloff, as well. Superb speed, superb driving. But unfortunately, folks, that is it for this video. As I said earlier on, if you did enjoy the video, do like it and subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. But that is it for me. The weekly race guide is there for you, including an additional video as well. And I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.